So hello and welcome to my first episode. I thought I would start with a world tour since we are a few months into the Project Hydra SMP. So it's been running for about 2 months, so I thought I'll just give you a quick overview of what I've built so far. And then I think in future episodes we'll perhaps look at some of the different builds in more detail, and I'll explain some of the mechanics on how they work, things like that. So yeah, I think we'll hop into a creative world. So just so you can see what the seed used to look like before I started building here. So what we'll do here is we'll just load up the seed. I'm just going to load it up in creative world, just so you can see what we started out with. We arrive on, I guess, the spawn island. There's an awful lot here. Just a couple of orchids. Yeah, not an awful bit going. If you're a speedrunner, you'd be really hating this. So we'll just fly over to where I made my first camp and where my base has been ever since then. It's about a couple of hundred blocks away from Spawn Island, and it has a couple of unique features that why I chose it. So you'll notice there we've got our first ocean monument, which is great for making Guardian Farm, as well as the challenge of being the ocean monument in general. There's the island where I made, I guess, what I'll now call the headquarters building, and it's one with a nice village, nice big village here with plenty of villagers. They've got a couple of animals, which is really great. And I'll show you a secret surprise that's in that cave in a minute. Obviously, I had to start firstly in the savannah to get some wood. The only problem with the desert, there is no wood. So yeah, back to the village, and what's in this cave is something I haven't seen in a long time on a seed. Is we just nip into here, and there is a zombie spawner in there, which is absolutely ideal to get going. In the end, I didn't actually end up using it all that much, but yeah, this is where we started, and you can see, well, you compare it to the new video, but yeah. Oh, one thing to also point out is ruin portal. So this little area here has got a couple of unique features to it. Once again, useless stuff in the chest, but can't have everything. So yeah, this is where we started. In my opinion, one of the best starter places I've been for a while, and fortunately, all had to be torn down in the name of construction. So we're back here on the Project Hydra SMP. I'm actually stood on top of our creeper farm here, and good time I'll show you that. But yeah, we'll kick off the world tour from here, from this place, since you can see quite a lot of our main base here in the background. Over there is what the building I'm calling the headquarters, with all the what I would consider essential farms that you need for basically doing any other project here in the world. So we'll take a quick flight over here, and you'll see it's got some of the farms that I think required. See, I've got them already. Obviously, Iron Farm is super important to have. The other ones I have are a little cactus farm, and just over here we've also got a little sugarcane farm. So obviously, we always need paper. Over here we've got ourselves a little melon and pumpkin farm for villager trading. Like, this is all just the small farms that you need, just for sort of your personal collection, I think, for doing anything here in the world. And we'll just take a drop down this chute here where we can find all of our villagers. Some people would think this is a villagers trading hall, but we've got all of the books we might need. These villagers over here to give us the emeralds we need to get those books. Over here we've got where the drop chute for the golems, and a couple more villagers which haven't got any jobs yet. Let me know what you think I should turn those villagers into, really. Over here we've got a little item sorter. All the farms feed into one central place, and they're all organised here. So as you can see, yeah, you'll see a couple more of these item sorters. They're one of my favourite things to build. They help with my organisation massively. It takes a lot of time out of unnecessary action that you would rather be doing something else. So we're just heading into the mine. This is the first place I started mining properly. And as you see, another item sorter. That saves me having to do all the rocks myself, because obviously when you go mining out these big areas, you know, with a lot of resources, and this just saves you all that time sorting them all out, which I am quite bad at, so I always love to build item sorters to help me out. Over here we've got a little concrete maker there. Then on the right here we've got our super smelter. Tier 23 furnace super smelter all through there. And a impromptu little nether wart farm. Back through here we've got our little enchanting area. Just do the odd bit of enchanting as and when. And then a little stone generator just here. I'll show you in a later video how that works. And over here we have our basalt generator. Very similar principle for both of them. I'll probably put them in the one video. See how they work. And then yeah, our hidden away chest monster. Hide everything in shulker boxes. Stuff it all in this chest. And avoid you seeing the mess, but there is a pile of unsorted items there. And my home. That's all I have. That small area there. I don't even have a house. I live in a mine. Let's just head up back to the surface now. And where should we go next? Let's go to the villager breeder, which is a project I worked on actually quite a bit later than other things. And I decided to put it underwater because I thought, well, why not? Change of scenery. So we're down into a tunnel that I then made out to the ocean floor. See, this area is completely unfinished. It's one of the projects I have to do later. And it just go over a ravine, so you can see down there. You can see some pistons where I was boating these villagers in. And this is our villager breeder. I'm going to call it natural area. So we've got two little crop farms, which is simple enough. And you can see those trapdoors just at the back there. And that's how our villager breeder works. And I'll show you that in a later video, the mechanics on how that works. And our little cocoa bean generator, because we always need a couple of cocoa beans for some brown dye every now and then. And yeah, we'll head back. Right, so we're back here in the headquarters. We'll just nip through our 3x3 spiral door. Well, best attempt at a spiral door anyway. Just powered by oak blocks to do that. And we'll head to the testing lab, where I've got a couple of farms in here and some decoration. Oh, door's closed behind me. There we go. So over here we've got a wool farm, classic design dispensers, shears, a couple of cows for anytime we need a little bit of leather, and our third item sorter of the base. This will just sort out all the wool for me into all of its various colours. Each of those sheep has a colour, and this just sorts that for me. A little egg farm, and yeah, so we'll have our little pig area with our various types of pigs. One of the pigs fell over. A little chicken farm. Or egg farm even, and well, here's a chicken farm. Looks like a couple of them died in there. And then we've got our spawner from the start of the video. I decided to build a little cage around it, little enclosure. At night you can see them spawn in. A couple of turtles every time we need eggs, and our striders do it just for a bit of fun. Over here we've got our manual tree farm, and this is good for taking down sort of the jungle saplings for big jungle trees. The hoppers there just put it all into that chest for me, which saves me having to do the run round and pick up all the bits. And yeah, here is the monstrosity that is the tree farm. That does the TNT powered for the 4 type slugs that you can run through that. Over here we have the road to Nether Island with another honey and slime piston flying door. I do love my piston doors. This is where I've come to sort of practice my building skills, sort of decorating skills. So I've built a couple of trucks out here, various types. Stealing some local nether animals to take back to the lab. And yeah, this is a project I've been spent a lot of time, is the Nether Island. And we've tried to inspire this from kind of like the Doom series. So we've got a sort of Ardent Gate there. And I've sort of tried to create the nether biomes and some of the nether structures here in the overworld. So we have there a little bastion that I've tried to do. You saw the Crimson Forest over there, Soul Sand Valley, and we'll practice our parkour here in the Basalt Delta that I've tried to make. And yep, I'm still rubbish at that. We'll try and escape from this place as fast as we can. At least we can throw water down here. We can't do that in the real Nether. Funny advantage. And yeah, my first attempt at a Crimson Forest. I think it's Crimson Forest where the Endermen spawn. And luckily, a few of them spawn here. This mod's mainly creepers and skeletons, so a little bit different to the real Nether, but kind of everything. And yeah, sort of this is where some of the road has been corrupted into a Nether road. And yeah, this is sort of my practice in this server. Is I'm going to try and work on some of my building skills, rather than just technical redstone builds. There will be obviously some redstone builds here and quite a few farms. I do like to build them, but we're going to work on some of our building as well. Alright, piston door, don't shut for me. I'll close that. There we go. And now we'll head to the Nether to see a couple of the builds I've actually built in the Nether, as opposed to the fake Nether that is outside. Alright, so we're in the Nether now, and one of the gold farms that I made. So this first gold farm is in conjunction with another player on the server called Bonded Salt. He has built the Piglin bartering farm underneath this gold farm. This gold farm's a very simple Nembon inspired but altered by me design. You can see the zombie piglins spawn in there, run towards the eggs and then down the drop chute for easy collection. And over here is the first piglin farm that I made. People know from the server that I have a tool shop, so you need a lot of XP. So this is one of the XP farms that I built very early on. And this works very simple. Similar mechanics to the piglin one, except this time they want them to run at you and you can just kill them with a sword. So you just angle one of them and then they will all run towards you. And then you have to kill them for XP, but we'll just run away from that and let them despawn. We don't need to go get XP right now on this tour. And we'll just nip over to the witch farm, which is one of the latest farms that I've built. So we'll just head through this portal that's now loaded in. We'll have a quick look at the witch farm. I'll try to decorate it with the drops from the witch farm. We spawn at the AFK platform. Luckily it was right next to a village, which I thought was interesting. Witch hut. Surrounded the area with a little bit of water. It's quite easy to do this farm. It's just a simple triple platform farm. A hop clock, water system to push the witches to the end and into the drops area. Now I struggle to get on this lily pad. That's effectively how that works. But now I think we'll head over back to the overworld. And now we're back in the overworld. Slip through the door there, and we'll just go to the roof. Nice sunset. So you can see the other two builds from the start of the video, where I've got a creeper farm on the left. You can see very similar design to a standard mob farm. The guardian farm, and a small monument to Blackstone, our resident superhero. That pretty much wraps things up here on this world tour. I didn't quite cover everything that I've built, but pretty much most things there. Just say a big thank you for watching, and let me know what you want to see in the future. Catch you in a bit. Bye bye.